Hello everyone, it is I, Phenomenon, and welcome to another part of Everything Possible in Cold Vein. Today we're going to be experiencing everything that's possible in the dried up trenches. So we're back over here where the poisonous butterfly, or rather butterfly of delirium boss battle was. I'm going to switch back to my assassin's blood coat to hopefully acquire the gifts I'm looking for, and let's proceed to this tunnel over here where we can fight another spring. So on our left now we're going to find the woman that the self-important revenant was looking to capture. Basically we offered her shelter, or rather guided her to the provisional government shelter, so she can chew and not be in danger anymore. Quite a nice guy. We on the other hand have quite a task left for us to take care of. We need to complete the entirety with dried up trenches, which is quite a big area. And I also tend to miss something in this area very often. So I'm going to do my best to not miss it. Just your usual long corridor that was the next area. And here we are. This is one of the prettier areas in the game in my opinion. Just the general atmosphere and the sights, they're quite nice. So there's a long ass cutscene here where we're going to get another vestige, and now we have completed Louis' vestige. We have all parts, or at least you should have all parts if you followed my playthrough, and you can acquire anything you want from this blood code. However, the only thing I want to get is the flaming weapon, and as such I'm not really interested in it. The blood code I want to get will come relatively soon. So let's get the bonfire and let's proceed to the dried up trenches. So here is a cheeky enemy trying to ambush it. We'll make short work of him. Now this guy is hanging over here. I was about to say he thinks he's really smart, but turns out he is. There we go. So my bayonet isn't upgraded and it's starting to fall off a little. Oh, there we go. The masteries I was looking for, but I want to get this move as well. So if you look down, but actually let's not look down yet. This guy is going to drop on our heads, but we're going to use that to our advantage, or at least try to, and get a cheeky backstab. Oh, it didn't register. Way to go again. Oh, hello there, buddy. This one registered. So as I said, if you keep a close eye down here, you're going to soon see that there is a path over here. There it is. This path, however, is a little dangerous, so I'm going to hop down here and immediately get inside here where it's comfy and safe. Going to activate the rocket missile. And now we just have to deal with this guy. Just like that. So we can follow this path, and a ladder will be awaiting us. There's quite a big fight over here, but these guys, despite their size, they're actually quite weaker than most big enemies. we've run into. So I believe you'll be able to make short work of them. There we go. We'll pick up whatever they have left us. We're going to acquire this vestige. We're going to backtrack here to make sure we don't miss anything. And we'll be on our merry way. So this path is something like a shortcut. But we're not going to be taking this path. I at least don't like to. We're just going to pick up this item, we're going to get the drop on this guy. Kill him quickly. Finish this guy off. And there is this devil over here that we're going to have to kill as well. And we are done. There is nothing here which honestly disappoints me because this is quite the neat spot to put something. But the game devs, they decided that that's not a cool spot. So this is actually an ambush. Don't fall into this guy's trap. Keep your distance. There we go. I'm going to use overdrive. Get his attention, and he is done, just like that. So now, the reason why this gets super messy is those weren't the only people waiting to ambush you. Oh, never mind, I'm bad. Here, this is a nasty ambush. I got a little confused. So these guys are very annoying. Thankfully they're very weak, but they're still quite dangerous. And they have a lot of range, so shooting them down is the best way to go, but don't be surprised if you find yourself outranged. Even with something like the bayonet. So here hides another pesky devil. This one with a heavy axe. But he's not going to stop us. And there we go, we have acquired Shadow Assault. So I'm going to go back to Prometheus and I'm going to get Shadow Assault. This thing, an overdrive. Much better. So around this corner there is a fella waiting for us. We'll greet him with a backstab. And this part of the area gets a little tricky. So let's get this devil's attention with a knife. Never mind, that works too. And he's done for. Just like that. Now this guy, he's a shotgun person, a shotgunner. That's not a word. Oh no. Okay, we're going to back off. This has gotten quite dangerous. These enemies shoot super fast with a decent amount of range and deal ridiculous damage. So we're going to try to stay clear of them as much as you can. Anytime you see one of those, prioritize them. Because they will cause you a lot of trouble if you don't. So we kinda messed up here. Let's deal with this guy. Using the launch attack. We're going to go by. And I think we can... No, we can't. We can't launch that guy. Oh, my stamina. There we go. So, here we are going to find another one of those cheeky Cold Vein secret areas that are very easy to miss. We'll grab the queen item, we're going to heal. And right over here where this guy is, there is an item. And the good thing about this item is that, well, it pulls your attention. So hopefully you don't miss this spot right over here. Now that we are there, we're going to head left first. Actually, you know what? I'm a good person, so I'm going to tell you to head to the right first. There is this dude around the corner. Don't get surprise attacked by him, just fast at him. Do whatever you need to deal with him. There is an item here, but would you look at that? It's a bonfire. In quite a cheeky spot too. So I'm going to level up. Oh, we have got a present. Nice. So let's move on. We're going to have to deal with him again. But since his butt is facing towards us, this will be quite the easy kill. So now this way I'm going to finally get an upgrade for my bayonet. By that I mean I'm going to get a new rifle. So I'm going to apply my buffs and take those guys as swiftly as I can. Oh, that works for me. If I can get a backstab, this would be wonderful. There we go. As always, take them one at a time and you are going to be absolutely fine here. So now these boxes hide an item here, quite cheeky. And here it is. The Riot Breaker, right? Yep, the Riot Breaker. So I'm going to equip it as it does more damage than what I have currently, and this is the shotgun those annoying guys are using. So now we're going to head back to the bonfire. We're going to rest up because I want to get weaker. And because the enemies have respawned anyway, so no point in not resting. We're going to go up the ladder. And right here we're going to meet another map of the depths. The Town of Sacrifice. We're going to take care of this guy. And he's done. Now we need to get down. But there's also these cheeky buggers that we need to take care of. And this thing doesn't quite have the range. Oh, you, okay. You asked for it, buddy. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. So if you notice, this gun, this is not really a projectile, this is actually a hit scan. And it goes through multiple enemies. I've never used it before until now, but it is actually looking to be quite a good gun. I don't mind it. I like it, I like it. So there is this cheeky fellow who's going to ambush us, but he's not the only one. Because there is one more cheeky fellow that's going to go right here, behind us right now. We'll make sure work him. And now listen out. There he goes. So if you pay attention to your surroundings and you keep an eye on your open, you're going to avoid all those unpleasant things that can happen. All the ambushes, all the other unfortunate things. So over here we're going to get an item. This is the Night Spear. I'm looking for another one though. I'm looking for the Raven Fatigues. Probably my favorite Blood Veil. Or at least one of my favorites. So over here there's only a few lame items. And this guy. So let's take care of him. Come here, big fella. And he's done. Just like that. So let's go pick up the item here. The lake module. This should be back here. Oh, never mind. So now we're going to head this way, pick this thing up. And we're going to have to go through this guy. Quite easy task. So much for being a guardian of this place. So if you have any buffs, now is the time to buff up. Because we're going to face quite a dangerous fella down here. This is a Cerberus Knight. And he's equipped with a straight sword, or rather a short sword. Which is in my opinion definitely the scariest version of these guys. When they run around with small swords like that, they are quite nasty. But as you can see, if you play carefully, you should be fine. And here are the Raven fatigues, which I'm going to put on right now. So the Raven fatigues are a spear type bloodwell, the thorn type. These are quite nice, albeit they are a little slow. And this is the even bigger reward, the regen activation factor, which I'm going to use right now. So if you're playing with a friend, you might notice that you are not allowed to use these. The only thing that I can, the only reason for that I can think of is that probably when they programmed it, they didn't find a way to make it so, or at least they were too lazy to make it so that once one player uses it, both players don't get it. So that's why they've kind of just made it so if you're playing with another person, you cannot use these. But it's not a big problem. The next time you find a bonfire, just rest up and you're going to be fine. Now these boxes here are honestly kind of suspicious, so let's check this area out, shall we? We're going to get ambushed right over here, but it's just this guy. He's not scary. We're going to make short work of him. We're going to parry this fella, make short work of him. Just like that. And we're going to reap the rewards. There is a chest from earlier. And here is a rotten missile. Now that we've gotten that, we can drop here. And I'm going to show you what's behind the other boxes now. So if we walk over here and pick this item up real quick. Oh, an elegant fountain pen. Oh, the damage is so high on this weapon. This area should seem familiar to you. Oh, hello there, friend. There we go. This is where we pick up the vestige, if you remember. So you can take the vestige and go this way first. I generally prefer to go the other way around. It's just my personal preference, that's why I showed you that way. But now that you have this information, you can, on your next playthrough or on this one, if you're watching the guide first, you can pretty much, choose the path that seems most suitable for you. So we can rest at the bonfire, but I don't want to deal with all these enemies again, so I'm going to choose not to do that. Now this area is quite complicated. Remember this path because we're going to find how to get here. Very sure. Oh no! And the other range on these guys, quite dangerous. He almost sneaked up on me, this cheeky bugger. So let's see if I can... Yeah, the shotgun is great. It really is hit scan. Let's escape all the nonsense. Get behind this guy, backstab him. So this is where having a range option is really useful because there's a bunch of these guys and they're quite hard to deal with and they're very annoying. So if I can walk onto this guy, there we go. This gun is so good, why have I never used it before? And there's a bunch of them here too. Let's finish this guy off. And now we have quite a big fight on our hands. So we're going to need to get past this guy and land a bunch of shots on the people that are going to be climbing up to get to us. And we put one of them down. Now we're going to get over here to a more favorable position. And just like that, we've dealt with them. As you can see though, this big fella is patrolling over there. I'm going to wait for him to go back to his place. Come on dude, go away. Quite a comedic moment. Let's give him some time. Oh, I ran out of patience. Let's go kill him now. There he goes. Oh, bad news for you, buddy. I got focus, and you're going to get a launch. This dealt no damage. No damage whatsoever. Then again, I'm not fully buffed, so makes sense. Let's take care of this guy. So normally I'll do something else here, but because I'm giving you a guide that hopefully makes life a lot easier for you, I'm going to instead show you now the nice and safer way to do stuff, which is to come down here and get this bonfire. Once you've got it, we're going to level up. Or we're going to take this photograph. Now that we've leveled up, we're going to head back. And if you remember, now that I think about it, it's still safer, but I'm going to have to go for the trouble of fighting all these guys again, which is a little unpleasant. But hey, safety has a price, I guess. If you want to have a net to fall onto, I'm going to have to fight these guys. You are going to fall. You are going to shoot me. There comes the H-VSion. Yeah. Two birds with one stone. So as you can see, there is a path down here. And the other fellow just went away, I guess. I'm going to pick up this item. Oh, there he... Wow. He's levitating. Let's parry him. There we go. And now we're going to carefully make our way over here and be prepared to dodge, because we're going to get shot at by this guy. Like that. We're going to get behind him. Fast up. And we are absolutely fine. Up here, if you don't have ranged options, this would be your chance to deal with this guy. Where is your bug, dude? Over here. Okay. And he's one shot. Let's take care of this cheeky bugger. Just like that. And over here we can find A chocolate garlic flakes. Honestly, it sounds tasty, not going to lie. Now these guys are a problem. And just like that, they go down. We're going to take the item that they were guarding, which is a condensed wall shot. And we're going to drop here, where it's one of those guys again. And to top it off, this guy was waiting here to ambush us. Hey buddy. I can't aim. I really can't aim. Come on, stand up. There we go. Now he goes down. And with this, we have pretty much done everything that's possible in the dried-up trenches. Now we're going to drop down here again, climb up the ladder, and make our way to the bonfire. Excuse the noise. I live by one of the main arteries, so some noise might bleed out from outside. Now let's take this item. There we go. Missed that one. And it was quite the important one too. Damn. So now that we're back here, we're going to rest at the bonfire and we're going to call it quits for this part. Join me again next time when we're going to face the insatiable despot, the boss of the dried-up trenches. Thank you for watching and hopefully I'll catch you later.